I get a lot of people asking me. They say, Musi, how big's that penis of yours? I get a lot of people asking me. They say, Musi, why are you looking so sexy in that banana? I get a lot of people asking me. They say, Musi, why are you sexually attracted to math equations? Hi, friends. It's your boy Musi. Also, you know, NBK, New Bass Kid. So this is a little video that's for a thing, I guess, that's related to New Blast Kid stuff. Basically, just like an open book. I want NBK. It's an open book, baby. You want to look into it? I'm gonna tell you what's going on. So with this first video outing of the series, I thought we'd just go over a bit of what New Blast Kid is, what it do, what are the plans, what's the future, what's the past, what's the present. Baby, give it all. Basically, as I'm sure everybody already knows, NBK is a little virtual act I've put together, consisting of, you know, characters, of the storylines going on, and then there's music. Unlike other virtual acts, virtual bands, whatever you want to call them, NBK isn't really a band per se. The way NBK is gonna go, in my head, each album will be made by a different character in that universe. It's a whole universe I've created. I'm so creative. I'm not gonna get into the whole like story, lore, I guess you could say. Just basically, you know, every album will be stylistically different, artistically different, you know. Everything will be presented in a different way for each album, because in a way it'll be like a completely different person is making it. Of course, I'll be the one making it consistently, but in the universe of NBK, it's never gonna be the same, baby. Every time's different. So obviously, NBK is just starting to, you know, release stuff, get stuff out there. It's just now starting, but my plans for NBK are and probably always will be set for the long term. Thinking long term is one of the things that I think all artists need to be thinking about as terms of their music. Like, for example, when I was making music just under my own name, I was always like, oh, this album that I'm working on now, it's gonna be the best thing ever. Everybody's gonna hear in these cases, oh, this guy's the next Jam Lemon. And I didn't really have any foresight into anything after what I was presently working on, or if I did, it was just vague ideas for maybe songs, lyrics, chords, you know, very basic stuff. But NBK, I'm going at it a very different way. Not to say that I'm not focusing heavily on what's happening now, but I'm also putting a good amount of focus on plans for the future. I'm kind of thinking it's NBK as a business per se. You don't want to go into a business and just say, all right, let's make something and just make money now. Let's not think about later. Being an artist is a lot like being a business, at least if you want to do it in a, you know, smart way, a smart, savvy way. I've got things plotted out that I want to happen long term, album ideas, story and character ideas, how I want to release stuff farther into the future, how I want to produce stuff, you know, different things like that, to where, you know, I'm not focusing all of my attention on that, obviously, not even half of it, because a lot of it is going into what I'm currently working on. But just saying, a lot of energy is still going into long-term plans, goals, and ideas, which I think everybody should be doing if they're making music or any creative thing. As far as media and content goes, you know, I'm thinking videos that could be made incorporating NBK stuff, incorporating, you know, maybe music stuff, streams, different kind of streams that can incorporate the two, build upon each other, different story ideas, novels maybe, So there's a lot of forward thinking that's going on with this kind of thing, and a lot of different things beyond the music, different things, social media, video, brand, image, all of that stuff that goes into making you an artist that a lot of people don't necessarily think about when going into doing the musics. They think, oh, you just need to make the music good and it'll be good. It's not like that anymore. Maybe used to back in the day, you could just make a great song or be a great musician, and that could get you somewhere. But no, not today, my friend. This is the 21st century. You got to be everywhere, all encompassing. Everything you do has got to be connected, good, quality, engaging, and you got to do it in your own way. Luckily, I just happened to stumble upon something that was ripe for that kind of thing, a virtual band. It's already got the music part of it, the image part of it, the, branding, all that stuff tied into with it. Future, like, merch things, another far thinking thing. Merch, that's like virtual bands. Merch, it ties together like butter and jam. This has kind of become more of a lesson type video than I wanted it to. But just keep that in mind if you're an artist out there, anybody watching. So yes, NBK, there are a lot of plans going into it. There are other types of things I want to do with it. I would love to be doing more, but your boy only has so many hours in the day, and a lot of those hours are spent both sleeping and working the big boy jobs. So, not too much time left, which is why it's kind of the releases for the past few songs haven't been exactly what I wanted them to be. Well, True Meaning went pretty well. I wasn't planning on releasing any instrumentals, and I was waiting to just save those for the album, but I couldn't finish any non-instrumental song in time to release it. I'm kind of releasing as I finish each song. They're all done musically, but I just have to do vocals and mixing and mastering. So it takes a minute. And you know what? I was rather having something out. I would have rather had getting something out and, just building up, eventually having enough for the album, rather than just sitting on everything for a long time, not building anything, and then eventually just, alright, there's the album. Because that's how I used to release stuff. Just clump everything together, hold everything back, and then just release an album. But this time, it's also probably just as bad, but I'm releasing as I finish each song, and hopefully I'll be able to finish an album before I release every single song that will be on the album. Hopefully, man can dream. I'm trying to write more stories and stuff. Like the first chapter of the NBK story is up on the website. I made a website. Oh, it's so nice. It's so nice. It's so good. It's alright. It's alright. It's not great. But I've been trying to write that too. I've enjoyed writing. I've enjoyed writing for NBK stuff. It's fun. I've never had a creative enough idea where I was like, yeah, this could make for some interesting stories and character development, whatnot, stuff like that. So it's nice to be able to write something that I actually think is kind of potentially able to go somewhere as far as story, plot, all that kind of stuff goes. And the art, of course, I don't do the art. That's Wyatt Wertenberger, a lovely artist. I'll have his link to his social media down there if you want to check out his stuff. Great guy. 10 out of 10. Would recommend. I would have tried to get something for Learning to Live that just got released. Tried to get an artwork, but I didn't have time. I'm sure he wouldn't have had time to slap something together. And like I said, it was just kind of, Learning to Live was just kind of like, oh, I don't have anything else. There you go. That instrumental, it's out. So Learning to Live was just kind of a slap together, not slap together, but last minute, I don't have anything else, there you go. So there'll definitely be more art coming, just in like more complete releases later on of like actually songs, not instrumental songs, you know what I'm trying to say, singy songs. But I hope you've all enjoyed the songs and the music so far, and I hope you've enjoyed the art if you've happened upon it. If you haven't checked out the website and the story, the first chapter of the story, link in description. I'm getting everything together as I can. Like I said, not many hours in the day that I can spend on this type of stuff, and I only have so much energy. So I'm trying to keep up with the demand that I've set upon myself, and I've been enjoying it. Don't get me wrong. Don't think I'm like, oh, it's such a drain. Why do I put myself in this situation? No, I've loved doing this. I wish I didn't have to work a 40-hour job and I could just do it all day, because I love it, and then I could actually get things done in a timely manner. But the world don't work like that, juicy fruit, so gotta make time when I can. So that's about it. This video was a lot more rambly than I thought it was going to be, but there'll be a lot more less rambly videos in the future, so that's good. You can look forward to that I'll keep up the NBK stuff. You know it. Trying to do monthly song releases. And of course, always trying to do, vocal sessions, streaming, story releases when I can finish those, art releases. I'm gonna keep up the train of the juicy NBK train. So I hope you stick along for the ride. Hope you've enjoyed it so far. I have. I hope you've liked it. I've never had my music been liked by people before outside of my own mom and aunt, but it really has been like crazy to see people actually saying like, wow, this is really good. This song, boy, this is great. And hopefully that trend continues. I would like for the rest of the song to be received equally as well. I wouldn't want to disappoint anybody, so we'll see how everything goes. I'm sure it'll be fun. I'm sure it'll be a good ride, and I hope you all stick around for it, because it's going to be an exciting next few years for the NBK. So, thanks for watching. Love you, mean it. Hope to see you next time. That was some slurps. Bye. NBK is so sexy.